How do you feel now a few days after getting 33 carries?
A little sore, just trying to keep an ice bath and keep recovering.
Zach, what was your guys' approach to like the overtime period?
Really unexpected, but when it came down to it, we just had to come out there and give it all we got. So that's what we did.
Is it any different when you're playing on offense first in the second overtime as opposed to like defense first?
Not really. I mean, you're gonna go out there and just do what you can.
Do you feel like you got stronger as the game went on?
I feel as a team, we got more confident just facing adversity the whole game, and I feel like as a team we got stronger.
How do you make the timing of this bye week good for you in terms of working on the team's issues, having 2 weeks to work on?
Oh yeah, so we just got a lot of details and stuff that we got to clean up. So I think having these this extra week will help a lot clean up those details.
Zach, talk about your friendship with Ben Mason, and everybody we talk to says that you guys are always in the weight room, even on off days. Talk about the dynamic between the two of you and how you approach the game and work.
Yeah, so Ben Mason was definitely one of the first people that I became really good friends with when I first got up here. And like you say, we just like to work out, and that was just really what got us close bonding.
What do you like about working out? A lot of guys see it as a task, something that they have to do. But what appeals to you about the workout?
Just the satisfaction of you're just getting better, working on your craft, and just doing all you can to be best prepared for those Saturdays.
Harbaugh was saying a couple weeks ago after the first game that he felt like you really got an understanding of pass protection. What makes you kind of ahead of the curve there?
Just knowing, that's a big thing between, freshmen getting on the field or not getting on the field, and that's a big part of being a running back, that's more than just running the ball. You got to be able to protect the quarterback and just stuff like that. So that was something that I took as a challenge when I first got here and learning more about.
Were there any growing pains with that coming from high school to college? Because he said he thought you were pretty natural at it.
Definitely a lot of growing had to occur. In high school, you really didn't really have to pick anyone up. There wasn't really any protections. College is a lot more complicated. There's a lot more blitzes coming. So that was one thing that I had to really train my mind on.
What kind of offense did you run at Oaks Christian?
Mostly a spread,
Okay.
but we had a lot of formations. So.
How was it similar to the spread? Did it make your transition to this spread easier?
This spread, there's a lot more concepts. Just like you said, high school and college, it's a big gap difference, for sure.
Zach, everyone says you're super focused, always in the playbook, always in the weight room. Do you have interests outside of football? Do you have hobbies, or is it really just kind of all football for you?
So here, I want to get a econ major, or get into business school. So those are some of my focuses outside of football.
What do you want to do with that? If you're not playing football or after football, do you have an idea of what you want to do with that?
Not yet, just get my degree first and then figure it out from there.
Mason's in the business school, isn't he?
Yep. Smart guy.
What's been some of the feedback from friends back home or former teammates, former coaches, people like that?
Just for my family, just keep working hard, keep your head down, and just keep doing what you're doing.
Did you receive a lot of text messages after your first 2 games? Or?
Yeah, I only responded to a few though, but yes, definitely.
But was spring ball difficult for you? You weren't able to play, you weren't able to practice while you were recovering from surgery?
So, I kind of made spring ball beneficial for me, even though, I was kind of set back. Just diving in the playbook, knowing the offense better, and just doing everything mentally I could to prepare for when I came back.
When was the last time you weren't able to play football for that extended amount of period?
Probably since before I was even playing football. So.
Who or what did you lean on during that time?
Just my teammates and family, they kind of took care of me and just kept me up.
Growing up, who were some of the running backs you idolized?
Some of the running backs I idolized. So probably Le'Veon Bell. I love his style of play and, just how patient he is and how physical of a runner he is. So that's a big idol that I looked up to.
That's not a good name to be mentioning here, right?
Just saying. You asked the question, so I'm answering.
Who do you attribute your devotion to the mental reps and the workouts? I mean, where does that come from, and who kind of imparted that or told you that was important? The mental reps, you got a lot of credit for that in the spring, and then also your work ethic in the gym. I mean, I guess, where does that come from? What inspired you to make sure that that was something you did?
Just seeing my pops grow up, really hard worker. Took week-long business trips, to get the job done. So, seeing that coming from a family, just works hard, that's something that really attached to me.
When during last week did it kind of become clear that you would be the workhorse back? When during last week did it become clear that you would get the majority of the carries?
It was kind of just situational, throughout the game. It just came along as a test that I needed to be prepared for.
What position did you play on defense in high school, and how has that benefited you as a running back to sort of see it from the other side?
So I played a little bit of corner my first couple of years, and then mostly outside backer and safety. And kind of just, from a defensive perspective, just kind of the angles you probably take on tackling people and stuff like that, it's probably helped me a little bit on making some secondary moves and stuff like that.